This is your rookie of the year? This is who the mainstream media claims is the best rookie dump diver in the WNBA? A player who can't sink a half-empty water bottle into the trash can while she is literally standing over it? Someone who gets on social media bragging about the lonely men who are sliding into her DMs. Girl, you won't believe this. I just received a message from a lonely man. At least I think he's a man. He was wearing a tuck-friendly bathing suit, but he messaged me asking for free tickets to come see the Chicago Bravado. He said he was inspired by our Just for Men commercials. Obviously, he doesn't watch our league. If he did, he would know that tickets to watch us attempt to play basketball are already free. The mainstream media, along with one of their many objects of devotion, Dawn Staley, they expect me to believe Angel Reese is the rookie dump diver of the year? Really? If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Over the last few months, we have talked about the declining influence of the mainstream media. 4 years ago, the media, they played a major part in securing the election for Johnny B. Biden by using the strategy of demonizing Donald Trump. Orange man bad! 4 years later, the media, they don't have anywhere close to the same amount of influence that they had back in 2020. I can tell you with 100% certainty, the mainstream media, they have absolutely no influence over the betting market. If you were to believe the media, Angel Reese is the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year in the WNBA dump, while major sports books, they are giving Caitlin Clark a 90% chance to win the award. When I checked earlier this morning, Caitlin Clark, I think she was minus 1,000 to win Rookie of the Year. For those of you guys that aren't familiar with gambling, if you wanted to bet on Caitlin Clark to win Rookie of the Year, you'd have to put up $1,000 just to win 100. What sports books are trying to tell you, Caitlin Clark is winning this award, and there's not another player in the WNBA that's even remotely close. But for some reason, the media, they continue pushing Angel Reese, even after she humiliated herself this weekend both on and off the court. Let's go ahead and start with her off-the-court antics. It's no secret that some professional athletes can be promiscuous. It's not uncommon for NFL and NBA players to enjoy the company of women in different cities. Some players, they'll spend thousands of dollars flying opportunist first class around the country for an unromantic night at the Four Seasons. Now, I would imagine that some of these arrangements are quid pro quo. After handling balls all day, maybe the athlete is looking for someone else to handle the balls for a little while. And I would imagine that some of these women, they are looking for financial security for the next 18 years. I don't think it would be a stretch to say that these kind of arrangements, they are common with some professional athletes. I also don't think it would be a stretch to say that these type of arrangements, they are not common in the WNBA for a variety of reasons. Number one, the WNBA isn't really professional basketball. At best, the level of play in the WNBA, it could be considered semi-professional basketball, which means they are semi-professional athletes. And number two, due to the minimum wage salaries in the WNBA, they can't afford to fly lonely dudes first class to the cities that they're playing in. Hell, the damn league, they could not afford to fly the players first class. For decades, they were flying coach to away games. In some cases, they were riding the Greyhound bus. Over the weekend, Angel Reese, she filmed a video in what appeared to be the office of the equipment manager. Supposedly, lonely men, they had been begging Angel Reese for bus tickets so they could watch her miss wide open layups and possibly enjoy a relaxing night at the Red Roof Inn. Angel Reese, she was quick to inform these lonely men that she cannot afford the $20 bus ticket and she damn sure can't afford the hourly rates at the Red Roof. Watch for yourself.
I just want to say one thing. The delusion of y'all thinking I'm finna fly any of y'all out. The delusion of thinking any one of us are flying y'all out Be for real.
Dawn Staley, that's your Rookie of the Year? That is professionalism? Anyone who aspires to speak on camera, let Uncle Casey give you a quick free piece of advice. If you're speaking on camera or if you're speaking in a public setting, get rid of the damn gum. I promise you, no one wants to hear you smacking on a piece of juicy fruit. I know the red roof might give away complimentary pieces of Big Red. I know it freshens your breath for your highly anticipated rendezvous with the current object of your affection, or in the case of the Star Trek virgin Mike Freeman, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know the Big Red was free, but if you're going to speak on camera, get rid of it. Naturally, Angel Reese was torched on social media for her bizarre behavior. I guess she failed to read the room. As it turns out, lonely men, they are not clamoring to spend time with Angel Reese. But the good news is, since she is making minimum wage in the WNBA, I'm sure there are plenty of lonely women who can fill that void. According to Dawn Staley, Angel Reese is the clear frontrunner to win Rookie of the Year. Over the weekend, Dawn Staley was stopped by TMZ. I'm sure you're wondering the same thing that I am. Why is TMZ wasting valuable resources tracking down Dawn Staley? I thought TMZ was the gossip website that interviewed stars, celebrities. This would be like TMZ tracking down Caitlin Collins, Katie Roo, and asking her thoughts on the Trump attack in Pennsylvania. No one knows who Katie Roo is, so why would anyone care what she thinks? All kidding aside, though, Dawn Staley, legendary figure in women's basketball. So her opinion does matter, kind of. According to Dawn Staley, Angel Reese, clear front runner to win Rookie of the Year due to her amazing streak of double-doubles, many of which were gifted to Angel Reese, and some of these double-doubles were purchased in the WNBA gift shop. Like the rest of the mainstream media, hell, like the rest of the country, Dawn Staley, she clearly is not watching Angel Reese play, because if she was, it would not take her long to figure out why sportsbooks have Caitlin Clark as the clear winner. In Dawn Staley's defense, though, it is incredibly difficult to watch Angel Reese play if you're not living in the city of Chicago. The vast majority of her games aren't nationally televised. But the good news is, if you're a dedicated fan of Angel Reese, you can purchase the Dump Deluxe package and catch all of her games on WNBA League Pass. Saturday afternoon, in front of thousands of fans along with thousands of empty seats in the Wintrust Arena in Chicago, the streak of gifted double-doubles came to an end. Now, to her credit, it was not from lack of effort. Over the last 4 minutes of the game, Angel Reese, she was 2 points away from securing another double-double. She was pleading, begging for her teammates to get her the ball. Being the good teammates that they are, they acquiesced. I mean, the game was over at this point anyway. The bravado, they were down double digits to the New York Liberals. Why focus on making a comeback and trying to win the game when you can focus on what's really important, what really matters? Angel Reese padding her stats. Her teammates, they got her wide open looks over and over and over. Problem for Angel Reese, she's spent too much time playing in the WNBA. She has developed their habit. She has mastered the WNBA special. Angel Reese, she has officially become a professional basketball player. She has mastered the skill of missing the wide open layup. You thought I was kidding? You thought I was making this shit up? When Uncle KC tells you this is some of the worst basketball in America, KC means it's some of the worst basketball in America. I'm going to show you some of these highlights. You tell me if this should be a candidate for Rookie of the Year. Watch for yourself. My favorite part of the clip was towards the end. With 7 seconds to go, Angel Reese, she is literally begging for the miniature ball. The player with the ball, whose identity remains unknown, she notices hands raised in her peripheral vision and she looks towards that direction. As soon as she realizes the hands belong to Angel Reese, she decides to dribble out the clock because even this unknown player knows it is a complete waste of time getting Angel Reese the ball just so she can airball another wide open layup. As a result, Angel Reese, she pouts her way off the court. Look, I'm not saying Angel Reese is a bad player. She's a good defender. She's dominant on the glass, but offensively, she is offensive. I always make comparisons to the NBA because there's really nothing else to compare the WNBA to. In the NBA, you have superstars, you have star players, and you have role players. The superstars, they're the game changers. They have the ability to turn an 8 seed into a championship contender. The star players, they are your number 2 guys like Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, when he was in his prime. Then you've got the role players, the majority of the league. Guys like Draymond Green, who play a specific role on the team. Herb Jones, excellent role player. His role is to lead the defense. Caitlin Clark is a superstar level player. She took the worst team in the league, and in her rookie season, she has them contending for the playoffs. Now, are the Indiana Felines going to win the rights to the Golden Throne this season? No. But Caitlin Clark has the potential to turn them into contenders for the Golden Toilet. At best, and I am being generous when I say this, at best, Angel Reese is a star player at this point in her career. And that's mainly due to the fact that unless she is playing against Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese is the only recognizable face on the court. But the harsh reality is, at this point in her career, Angel Reese is a role player. That doesn't mean she won't become a star, doesn't mean she doesn't have the potential to become a superstar. But at this point, Angel Reese is not a game changer. She's not an impact player. If you want to be a superstar, you got to be an impact player. If you want to be Rookie of the Year, you got to be a game changer. And at this point, that's just not who Angel Reese is. But give me your thoughts on this. Angel Reese humiliates herself this weekend both on and off the court. She tells lonely men that she's not flying them to away games. Her streak of double-doubles ends because Angel Reese can't make wide-open layups. Now, obviously, Caitlin Clark is Rookie of the Year, but with that being the case, why does the mainstream media continue pushing Angel Reese? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share the video. Appreciate your support. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys later.